Hey guys, this is Clinton with the Barbecue Pit Stop again. Today we're going to do a very simple cook. We are going to do the bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs. We get a lot of questions about how to do different types of chicken. This is my personal favorite one to cook. I think it has the most flavor on it. It's a darker meat. You do overcook it on purpose a little bit on this one. Really excited to get into it. So these are just a couple of chicken thighs that we got from our local grocery store. And you'll notice that all of them are going to have a little bit of this excess skin. So I'm going to show you how to trim this up a little bit, a real quick, easy trim. Then show you how to season it. Today we're going to get this going. We're going to do a delicious, probably a 10-minute preparation, maybe a 5-minute preparation and a 30-minute cook. You can get these out, thawed, and on your table in about 45 minutes ready to cook, something very quick and easy. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually, we're not going to take that excess skin off yet. First thing that we're going to do is peel all of these over. Just pull the skin back. You don't want to take the skin off, you just want to peel it back. There's going to be a little part that's going to be attached, and what we are looking for underneath, see that one a little tricky to find, is stuff like this. We are looking for this excess fat, and we're going to just trim that off real fast. It's not a big deal. You're going to have plenty of fat underneath this skin, so this excess fat, it's not going to be on long enough to really render it down, so we're going to take that off. This one had a little bit, and so all we're going to do is just take that little piece of fat off. Not a big deal, very quick, very easy. You can skip this step if you want, if you're in a hurry. For me, I don't like it. It's a texture thing for me. So we'll take it off. 3/4 of the way through already. It's not that big of a deal. It's not hard. You get a nice sharp knife, take that stuff off. Now, we're going to kind of shape our thighs. And this is where we cut off the excess skin. Shape it a little bit, we're not gonna need that. A real sharp knife comes in handy here. This skin is elastic. And so it's gonna follow where your knife is. Just wanna take that excess stuff off. This stuff here. Shouldn't be too difficult. And now, see if we got enough off. The way you figure that out is if you kind of tuck this into just a little bit of a shape, a little, almost a mushroom shape. Yeah, it looks good. We're just gonna clean it up a little bit. Can I get enough off? Oh, look at the bottom here. A little bit more of that fat that I missed. And you're gonna do this with all of your thighs. It doesn't take long. Again, spread it out, kind of shape it just a little bit. See where you need to cut. This one has a little bit more on it than the other ones did. And if you cut too much skin off, don't worry about it. I'm not doing a competition here. We're just prepping a little bit of food for dinner. I taught my wife how to do this a few months back, and one of my son's friends were at the house, and she invited him to stay and eat with us, and a little boy's mother said, yeah, he can eat with you guys, but don't be offended if he doesn't eat much. He just eats like a bird. And so she made this real quick, real easy, and when I got home, that little boy was asking for thirds. He ate almost everything that she had made. And later on that night, my wife was texting his mother, and they're good friends. And she asked for the recipe because that little boy would not stop talking about this chicken that we're prepping here. Right. This one had a little bit extra fat on it as well. There we go. Oh, that one's turned out real nice. Keeping a clean work area. This is something that you get home late at night, you need something quick to do. Great option. Great option. And let me just see the pull off. Take some of this excess stuff off. We want to keep a lot of this skin on because that's where a lot of moisture is. A lot of fat is underneath this skin. So we just want to be, yeah, that one turned out nice. You just want to be able to keep that moisture. It's a secret to a good one. All right, there we go. Now it's time to season it. So we're gonna peel all of this skin back again. I'm gonna put a little bit of rub under the skin and then a little bit of rub over the skin. Today we're gonna use gluten booty, Gold Star chicken. This chicken rub has a little bit of fat to it. Sorry, not fat, a little bit of heat to it. Got some Southwest flavors. You don't want to go too heavy with this rub. Chicken absorbs that flavor very, very quickly. So you just go light. One light little coating under the skin on each one. And then you peel that skin back over on all of them. It's easier with 2 gloves, but I don't want to get my rub covered in chicken. And then you flip them over, skin side down. You're gonna do just a little bit on this. Not a big deal. Cut it off quick. Flip it over, a little bit of rub on the bottom. About the same amount that you did under the skin. There we go. And you flip all these back over. So now they're skin side up. It's gonna be a little funky. It's all right. And finally, just a little bit of rub on the skin. This has some sugar in it, and so the sugars will help caramelize and make this skin nice and crispy. And we're gonna go out and start our smoker. Should take about 10 minutes to get up to temperature. And we'll throw them on. There we go, that looks good. All right, let's go get this thing on the smoker, show you how to cook them up. All right, so these have been resting for about 10 minutes. A little bit of moisture has been drawn out of it. We're gonna smoke today at 325 degrees. We're gonna put them on there, throw a temperature probe in it, pull them when they hit 175. That's it. Today we're gonna be cooking on a timberline. We're just gonna be cooking on the top shelf today. We wanna make sure that there's plenty of air going around these at this temperature. We're just gonna leave them just like that. Keep them nice and formed. Come back, see how they're doing in about 20 minutes. Well, it's freaking cold out here, and these have been in for about 30 minutes. Let's check them real quick. We're just going to kind of check these temperatures. All right. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Around 170 degrees, 175. We're just gonna pull them off. And we're gonna let them rest for about 10 minutes. Then we'll slice into them, see how they taste. All right, these have been resting for about 10 minutes or so. We're gonna pull them off. Let's take a look at them. I'm gonna grab a couple of these that the skin is pulled back a little bit more, but you can see that skin is now nice and crispy, bite through. Let's get into these, see how they turned out. Just cutting around that bone. Look at all that moisture that's going on in that. We have some flavor under the skin. We have some flavor over the skin. Let's take another one of these. Let's just start slicing next to the bone. Get a couple of bites off of this. Woo, still warm, even after resting. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. See how it turns out. That's a good, quick piece of chicken. It's easy to do. It's something you can do right when you get home from work. Was on the smoker for about 30 minutes. Start to finish, we're about 45 minutes into this. I would call that a fairly quick smoked meal. That skin is fantastic. Something you could do at home, something you could do very quick, something you could do by yourself, last minute idea. This was a good one. Try this recipe. This is a quick one. This is a delicious one.